Hello, it is Lisa from Lady Norway Energy Healing, coming at you from her healing space, and I am doing a little impromptu video for the new moon in Virgo, which is today, September 14th, 2023. And you know, it's got animals in the picture. Anyway, can you sit down? Can you lay down, please? Thank you. Little Mitzi's in here somewhere too. Oh, what do we have here? Who's this? Come here. Look at this. The little Mitster's in here too. Anyway, okay, so the new moon in Virgo is all about setting intentions for yourself, your health. It's about the body, your routines, you know, stuff like that. So today's the day about sort of putting in place things that you want to have, you want to start doing for yourself. Maybe something more healthy, eating healthier, doing a exercise, some type of exercise that's you wanted to introduce something different. You know, you name it. This is the day, and the energies are available to help you do that. So, and Mercury is stations direct tomorrow, which is, you know, pretty good for, it's been in retro for a while now, and it will also help, like tomorrow with Mercury going direct, it can help whatever you sort of set in motion today or put out into the world or manifest, whatever, you know, intention setting, ritual, whatever you want to do, write it down, journal, meditate, all that kind of stuff. This is the time to do it. So that is good news. It's making a direct trine. So the new moon in Virgo is making a direct trine with Uranus, and it's retrograde in Taurus. So Uranus is the planet of surprises, new and exciting things. And then Taurus, of course, is the house of form, material, stuff like that. New moon in Virgo energies with this trine. It's an earth, I guess there's a lot of earth energy in this trine. It's all going to be helpful with that today, with the setting your intentions, the way that the cosmos are, the energies are. It's all good for, it's a green light for all that kind of stuff. So that's good news. That makes me happy. And Virgo is also, it's an interesting thing I have with Chiron. You know, there's the wounded healer, and I've been going on a little bit of a Chiron journey. And, you know, Virgo is also co-ruled by Chiron. It's ruled by Mercury and also Chiron. And, yeah, so I think a lot of stuff is showing up around that, just with, like, you know, where it's at, what degrees, depending on what degrees it is in your natal chart. I think that's where you can have more activations, or, you know, you can have more things come up. But I know with mine being that Chiron and the north node of the moon, which is in Aries, is also, because that's where my natal Chiron is, so it's in Aries, and so is the north node. So there's this activation I feel happening too with that. So it's all depending. You'd have to look at your natal chart, but for me personally, that is happening. And like I notice, like I've come up, you know, with today being the new moon in Virgo, and then the things that have happened up until this point, I'll find that, you know, well, with Uranus, the trine with Uranus, I think what's happened is it also gives you these insights. It helps to kind of, you know, have things come forward, or downloads or whatever. And for me, with my Chiron journey, I think that what it is that I know for a fact, when you heal yourself, you heal others. And you know, as I'm healing, I'm healing the collective. And I just had written down a couple of things here. Like, I know that what I say to myself and how I speak to myself goes out into the collective. So that energetic imprint of me, if I'm saying to myself, oh, you're in, way to go, or, say not very nice things, like, we all have those things that we say to ourselves, like, oh, I'm not good enough, or, why did you go and do that, or, like whatever it may be. Like, so for today, that's come up for me in the last couple of days. I've really been like sort of, feeling kind of like less than or not enough. And it's weird. And I have things that happen to me, people in my life, situations, that come up that just, all of a sudden I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Sometimes it's not even mine. I know that, but whatever that, that core sort of wound of not being enough, or just like whatever you do just isn't enough. And it just is like, why can't it just be enough? Why can't I just be enough just because I am here right now, just being me? Isn't that enough? And it's like, yeah, it is enough. It is enough. But like, you have to go through all this stuff and all these kind of like, doubt feelings, doubt, and lack, and this and that. And it's like, at the core of it, it is like, yes, you are enough. I am enough. You are enough. Just because you are you. That's it. That's all. You don't need to do anything else but just be your perfect self. And I think that there's times when we can just be like lay so much stuff on ourselves, and then we're setting that example for others in our lives as well, and we're putting that out there, and we're I'm sure that's what's happened. It's like you've seen other people do that. You've been around other people that do that too, and you think, well, God, that's what I should do, right? This is your example. So you're leading by example. We're setting an example. So we would like to be able to, like, be the change. Be the change. And if that's the case, then, if I love myself more, then other people are going to love themselves more. It's just the way it is, and vice versa. The more you love yourself, the more I in turn can love myself. So, I mean, like, it's beautiful, and I just have to remember in those moments when I am feeling like I just, have all this, like, self-doubt and stuff like that, that it comes down to that. It's like what I am, and actually it almost even made me realize that I can do it for other people easier than I can do it for myself. I can actually love someone else so easily. And I can do it, and I have no problem, and I do it all the time, like I just can easily love someone else so much, and but it's not as easy to do it for myself, and obviously it's a process, and of course I love myself, and of course I love others, and I love, that's what it's all about. But it's not something that, you're just easily, like, you just can't, depending where you come from, what your family's like, who, where you're at, what your circumstances are, it's hard to just be going out there and just like saying, I love you, and people, it makes people uncomfortable sometimes. And, but I know that's what everyone needs. That's what we need. That sustains us. Love sustains us. It's what makes the world go around. It's what we are here to experience. It's what I'm all about. So as if I'm, sometimes not loving myself so much. And I have to remember that that's what it's all about, right? It's unconditional love, like this right here. So yeah, anyway. That's what I came up with today, was in the last couple of days. I've had some less than, pretty moments. And then also too, I was feeling like, I don't know what it is. Is it Virgo time? It's kind of like the end of the summer. There's a little bit of anxiety about like switching gears, from summer to fall, and like, going back to school. Like, I haven't had a kid in school for a long time. I haven't been in school for a long time, but there's just this, it's in the ethers, it's that feeling of like, oh, we got to get it together. We got to get our shit together. And, you know, it shouldn't have to be like that, but there is something about closing out a season and coming into the next one, and it's kind of exciting in its own way, and it's good and it's positive. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's like everything has a winter, you know, everything has a, like, it's that death and rebirth thing that isn't always easy to get, you know, be okay with the death and rebirth process of this life. Like, it's not always easy, but it's part of it. It's what we're here for. And yeah, so anyway, but I was like digging out a bunch of stuff, trying to, like, you know, you're putting stuff away that has to go away, that's not going to be able to stay out for the winter months, so you have to kind of, you know, do that. And then putting away the air conditioners. Like, we even had to buy air conditioners this year where I'm at is like crazy, because we've never had to do it before, and now that everything's getting, you know, the climate is changing and everything's getting hotter, but we're putting those away. And then I'm like changing over, you know, getting rid of, you know, sort of downsizing clothes and changing over back, getting into your winter stuff, sort of pulling out warmer clothes and putting away the camping stuff and all that. And then I seriously had, I think I had like 10 or 11 things on the go at one time. And I was basically going from one part of the house and doing something, and then, you know, moving to the next thing to get something, and then coming back and then being like doing something else. Like, I literally had 400 things, it felt like, on the go. So yeah, and I was getting nothing accomplished. And then it was like, you know, had this sort of this moments of feeling like, oh my God, I you know, I got to do this, I must do that. Like, you know, summer's ending, winter's starting, fall starting, freaking out a bit. So yeah, I just had those moments. I don't know anyone else, obviously. Yeah, just feeling kind of like ADD, you know, overwhelmed, like just almost like, okay. And then you're like, okay, now I have to stop because everything is turned upside down. And then it's like, okay, take a moment. So, and I've been wanting to you know, make this video and do this and stuff. And then finally I was just like, okay, you know what? That's it. It's done for now. We're going to leave it. It's kind of manageable. And I'm going to do this. And, you know, took some deep breaths, did a little meditation. And, yeah. So anyway, sometimes you just got to do that, you know? And then you just got to allow yourself to do that too. Be a bit chaotic. Like, it's a bit of chaos, but you know, it's going to be okay. Like, you know, you'll get through it. It's not the end of the world kind of thing. But for a minute there, I was like, whoa, just like spinning out. But yeah, so anyway, I'm fine now. But, you know, just that, you know, that's how it is. It's not always like, you know, things aren't always put together. Let's just say that. Things are not always put together. And it's, it can be a little bit of a struggle to stay motivated, or like when you have overwhelm. So, you know, I just have to take a deep breath, refocus, take some time away, come back, whatever. You know, it's funny, but I just felt like it feels like a little bit of spring cleaning. Like, I almost feel like it does when you do spring cleaning. I'm having that kind of, but it's like, you know, changing from summer into fall. So I just thought it was interesting. But I mean, obviously there's the energies of, you know, are helping me to head in the direction where I kind of need to get, you know, maybe things that I might have put off, or, you know, maybe procrastinated a little bit. I'm doing them and making lists. I'm, you know, getting stuff, crossing stuff off the list. That's always good. Virgo's all about lists, right? So yeah, anyway, that's that. And yeah, so new moon in Virgo, you know, Mercury goes direct tomorrow. Venus has gone direct, and you know, like, just these energies will help you burst forth with your intentions and help to seed them and move forward with the things that you want to do. And then, you know, with a couple of the other things, it might shake up. You know, you might have a change of direction. Things will come to you, downloads possibly. You know, you know, figure something out. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. And I have Angel Cards by Diana Cooper. I'm very excited about that. I'll be able to do. I just got it, so I still have to kind of open it up and let it acclimate a bit. I got this Goddesses deck. It's a Goddesses knowledge deck, and this is very cool, and I can't wait to break into this, and I'll probably do an unboxing of that as well. You know, these ones will be great. The deck is the paintings are by Susan Sadon Boulay, and the text is by Michael Babcock. But like this type, it's funny, I really like this artist, and I had a couple posters when I was younger, and I don't ever know what happened to them, but so funny. Anyway, this one came across synchronistically as well, and the nice thing about it is there's like 48 goddesses, all the way from all Greek, Roman, Celtic, Native American, Egyptian, Middle Eastern, Scandinavian, and these will help to enhance your understanding of the role of the feminine deity from ancient history to present day, which, you know, is pretty cool, right up my alley. And they can be used as like an altar card as well. So depending, you know, I could always put it on the old altar and do some work around it. So anyway, this is a good one. So I'll do an unboxing of that. And then I also have this, the Medicine Woman Oracle is Catherine Maillard. This is very cool. Same kind of thing. Came through, and it's to reconnect with the ancestral wisdom of powerful women. So this is presenting for me the Medicine Women and the goddesses. So the divine feminine, and of course always the angels for me is a big one. So, and Diana Cooper, I love, like all of her stuff is really cool. I was reading a book with her, and some of her other decks are great as well. So I'll do unboxings of these. And then this deck here, I've got the Gaia deck, and I was just gonna pull a card for the new moon today. See what it has to say for today, new moon in Virgo. All these intentions that we're setting for ourselves for healthy routines and things that are good for us, and, you know, letting go of the things that aren't so great for us, and you know, and then just giving ourselves a break when we get all wound up about stuff, right? And so this is the Gaia Oracle. Yeah, and you can check out my website. I got my website up now. It's ladynorwayenergyhealing.com. If you have any questions, there's a contact button. You can just reach out, and also you can join up there for my newsletter, which I'm working on, and it'll be out by the fall equinox. So we'll say angel spirits, guides. What do we have to hear for the new moon in Virgo? You. Together. Healing, number 33, reconnecting with your true nature. Healing. Yeah. Reconnecting with your true nature. Healing. Yeah, it's what's on top for me these days. And that's how you do it. That's how you reconnect with your true nature, is by healing. Looking at stuff that's not that easy sometimes, but recognizing that it's important to feel the feelings, and let them come up when they come up, and don't force them away. Sit with them a bit. You know, accept them, accept yourself, forgive others, forgive them, whatever it may be, and then release them. And asking for the help of the angels and help of your guides, and spirit guides, animal guides, however it is that you do it. And yeah, like ask for help, ask for support in that process. And just know how much you're loved. Know how much you're loved, how lovable you are, and how perfect you are, no matter what. And just allow yourself to just be. Just allow yourself to just be. That's what healing is for me. That's what I'm healing, let's face it. So, there it is. Well, I hope that finds you well, and I hope that helps, and all my blabbing and stuff is making sense. But yeah, like maybe you want to comment about how the astrology is affecting you, if the card reading helped, or if you have anything that resonates with you or whatever, and you feel like you want to comment, just say, hey, how's it going? You know, sending love, sending you love, whatever. Just comment and like, subscribe even if you haven't subscribed already. And you can even hit the notification bell, and that'll let you know when I have a new video up. And yeah, that's that. Happy new moon blessings, people. Loving ya. And we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.